time for blog number 3. At the end of this video I've took some update photos today, so I'm going to post some new photos of how I look at the moment and what's changed, but I'll put them at the end, so keep an eye out. So this week I had my pre-op operation. My pre-op checks for my operation. And it was really interesting, and it was actually a really good day, because before I started my diets in September, so it's been a good 7, coming up to 8 months now since I started my proper dieting. I'm a student nurse, so I take my physical observations quite regularly as to check the equipment, and then just because I do, because I can, it's there, I can, so I do it. And my pulse averagely was running at around 110 beats per minute, which is way too high, and I knew that. I never went to my GP about it because I was worried really about what the GP would say, and I knew, and when you're overweight, you know that a GP is going to tell you that anything that's wrong with you is because you're overweight. I know that, but what I need to know is it going to kill me immediately? But anyway, so I didn't go to my GP, and so that was my average pulse, and my blood pressure was always a little bit high. It wasn't high, but it was a little bit over what it should be, so probably like 140 over 90 or something like that. So on Monday I went and had it's Friday today. On Monday I went and had my pre-op appointment, and my pulse was running between 52 and 56. Okay, so your average pulse should be 60. So initially I was really excited about this, and then I started thinking, actually that's low, so why is my pulse low? And the staff there are determined that the reason that my pulse is low is because of the amount of exercise that I've been doing, and the fact that my body is now, it's fit. I've got my body is fit even though I'm still overweight, and that's why my pulse is running low, which is amazing. I was really, really happy with that. You know, and my blood pressure was the perfect score that it should be. It was basically 117 over 79, which is, you know, unheard of. And forget what you look like, forget any of that about losing weight. Being physically healthy is the best feeling. I'm just thinking, I've probably increased my lifespan now by a good few years from what I've done so far, and I'm not even halfway through yet. So as I said, I'm now on day 11 of my liver reduction diet, and as of today I've lost 11 pounds so far, so that's a pound a day. I haven't lost a pound a day. The first few days I lost like 7 pounds, and then it slowed right down, so now I'm losing a pound every few days, and so 11 pounds I've lost, which I now weigh 16 stone 5. And what I found was really interesting today is that my BMI is now 35. So when I started, my BMI was 44, so I've almost lost 10 points off my BMI, which is just so good. Years ago I was trying to have a baby and I couldn't, and I went through fertility specialists through the hospital, and they told me that I couldn't have any kind of fertility treatment until my BMI was below 40. And they gave me a goal of losing that amount of weight to get my BMI below 40, and I couldn't do it. I was never able to do it, so I didn't have fertility treatment. And now my BMI is below 40, which would mean that if I could try for a baby, which I can't because I'm having the surgery, so I'm not allowed to try for a baby for 2 years, but if I could, I would now be able to get the support that I'd need to have a baby. So that's another achievement, which it's amazing that I've done this already. The physical health, like I said, the physical health benefits already are just amazing. So this week I finished placement, and that's my last placement, which means that I've now completely finished uni forever. I've finished my nursing degree. I'm waiting for one result back, and then I'll have everything back, and I'll know what my classification's going to be. And I signed the nursing register on the 3rd of August. So that's 2 weeks after surgery, which is, I'm thinking that I'm going to probably not be too well when I go to that, but I will have to go to university that day. So that's another real achievement. I mean, this week has just been really good. This is going to be a really positive vlog compared to my last one, which was just me moaning the entire time. So yeah, I've finished uni, and that's really good. The only problem with that now is that I suffer with anxiety, especially when I'm not busy. So I really, really enjoy being busy and being at work. So now that I've finished, I've got 8 weeks off. And that, although I'm sure some people that would sound great, like they'd love to have 8 weeks off, I'm not looking forward to 8 weeks off. I really don't cope well with being at home for long periods of time with no structure. I work really well with structure, and I don't cope well with boredom. So I know it's going to be made harder because I'm going to be recovering from surgery, and I'm not going to be able to go out and do activities that I would normally do over the summer. So I am a little bit concerned about that. I'm not sure how I'll cope with it. I'm sure that I'll do another vlog about how I'm coping mentally with my mental health in the future. But at the moment, I'm just thinking that this is the first day of the 8 weeks. So I'm trying to take it easy. I'm not going to think about it too much. We'll see how it goes. The last thing I wanted to talk about was the fact that now that I've finished my uni course, I'm going to my graduation ball on the 17th of August, and so that's going to be 4 weeks after surgery, and it's about 6 weeks away from today. And I bought my graduation dress the last couple of days. Now, it's been really hard, this process, because I don't know what size I'm going to be. At the moment, I'm a size 18, and I was a size 24 when I started, and I'm going to lose obviously a bit more weight before the ball comes. It's 6 weeks away, so in 6 weeks I've probably lost 2 stone so far. So if I think ahead, and I'm having surgery as well, 2 stone probably isn't unrealistic. So I've bought my graduation dress. Now, I've bought a size 16 and it came today. Now, I'm not going to post any pictures of my graduation dress because I don't want anyone to see it until graduation. So I'm not going to post pictures, but I bought a size 16 and I've tried that on today and it almost fits. I can almost do it up. It's, I've got a gap about this big at the back where the zip won't quite meet. So I think by the time in 6 weeks time, I'm thinking that it should be the right size. I'm hoping, because there's nothing else I can do about it now. I've bought the dress, it's staying. So, but that was a real achievement to buy a size 16. I was a size 24, and I say a 24, but really I was probably a 26 because my clothes were really tight. So to buy a size 16 dress was my goal for my graduation ball, but I didn't know if it was a realistic goal, but I've done it and I reckon it'll fit. I'm not too far away from it fitting. So that's another positive, guys. I tell you, it's been a positive week. So that's all I really wanted to talk about in this video. I'm halfway through my liver reduction diet now. I've got 1.5 weeks to go, and then it'll be surgery day. So I'll do another vlog next week, and it'll only be days before surgery, and just give an update on how I'm feeling and how I'm coping with not having anything to do. So thanks for watching, and if anyone of my friends, family got any questions, please feel free to ask. I really appreciate everyone's support. Honestly, some of the comments that I've got and the messages from people who I never thought would even have any interest, that I've got from people, that it honestly means so much. You wouldn't believe the worry that you have over a surgery like this, the worry that I had, that people would judge me for going through something like this, but to know that I've got support is really, really helpful. So thank you. Okay, let's not be too cheesy. Alright, thank you, bye.